JM in the AM. It is a Wednesday morning. It is Erev Thanksgiving. Those of you listening around the world, you may not know what that means. Here it means a really, really chill day in the United States of America as we get set for Thanksgiving and then Black Friday and all that stuff. It's a weird week here in the United States of America because people do go to work, but they find every excuse to leave early. We know people who left early yesterday. We know people who are off today. We know people who are turning Thanksgiving week into a very, very vacation-type atmosphere. Anyway, with us live in our studio, we've got the one and only Elie Katz. I've at least been on the air, of course, many, many times before. He is somebody who has his hand on the pulse of what's happening in the community, especially in Bergen County and Teaneck, New Jersey. A pleasure to welcome you back to JM in the AM.
Thank you very much, Nachum. It's an honor to be here.
Appreciate that. Mazel tov to the Zameks.
Yes, we had
beautiful
a very
wedding
nice
on
time
Monday
at the
night.
wedding.
How is it that I ended up sitting next to you? How does that happen?
Next to me, like we were sharing forks and knives.
Correct. I mean, we couldn't get out of each other's way. That's how close we were at that wedding.
Thank goodness. What an honor it was for me. And I'll tell you, you mentioned about people taking off.
Yeah.
My company where I work, today at 2 o'clock, we have a flyer that went out that says, take a nap.
Excuse me?
Take a nap. That's the meaning. Turn off your computer, relax by your desk. That's my company today. Citizen National Retail Solutions.
Meaning what? That an hour later you're back at work, or you're off for the weekend at that point?
We didn't put an end time, but we wanted to.
So the nap could last till Monday morning.
Yeah, our office has a built-in nap.
Right, and it could last for days in this case.
It could last. We didn't actually. Maybe we should have.
I mean, I'm assuming you're not going into that office Thursday.
If people are not coming in on Monday, Tuesday, we'll start sending out flyers saying nap time is over.
Understood, but I can assume you're not going in Thursday and Friday.
I'm not going in Thursday or Friday. Correct. Yeah. Thursday we have a big Thanksgiving,
which we'll talk about.
Right.
What's Tani Katz doing on Thursday and Friday? Does he have plans? Or we should ask him directly. Yeah. Tani Katz is in our studio as well. Tani, good morning.
Good morning. How are you now?
Shout out to the Frisch community.
Yep.
Shout out to the Camp Marashah community.
Shout out Rabbi Senior.
Rabbi Senior, boy.
We love Rabbi Senior.
He was the topic of conversation this past week because we were hosting one of the great leaders of Jewish education in Israel, who, I'm not going to reveal who it was, but, you could imagine who I'm talking about. And Rabbi Senior was a big topic of conversation. What he's doing with the Frisch School, pretty amazing. So
it is really amazing, and I've said it to him, and I'll tell you what makes it so amazing. And you're hearing it from someone who was never really a school person.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah, I did it very gingerly.
I call myself academically challenged. How do you like that? I'm fancy when I say it.
But look how well you turned out. Look at the contributions.
We accomplished something. Thank God.
Rabbi Senior knows, as large as the Frisch School is, Rabbi Senior knows how to give personal attention and personal, I guess, whatever your needs are for each individual student.
And how many students are in each grade? Are there 200 in each grade?
It grows every year.
More than 200 in each grade?
Yeah, easily.
Wow.
And that's really a bracha, to be able to treat someone as,
I get that. You leave Frisch, you go to Reshit.
Yes.
Right. We of course acknowledge the passing of Rabbi Marcus, who was the great founder of Reshit. You were there for 1 year or more?
I was there for 1 year, but currently I just finished my semester and I'm going to be going for a month, like the rest of my semester, back to Reshit.
That's cool.
Yes.
When do you leave?
I leave in a week.
Ah, nice.
Mm-hmm.
So which semester just ends at the end of November? There are semesters in college that end at the end of November?
I had a little early exit dropout, but
for good reasons.
Yeah, we can say for good reasons.
Okay, good.
He didn't drop out of school. He's still enrolled in school.
So you go to Reshit, and then when you get back, is it back to college or back to work?
Yeah, back to college.
And is that how you spend most of your day, with hitting the books? Is that how you? Is that generally what you do most of the day?
Not really most of the day. It's honestly, college is way shorter than I thought.
Right.
It's like only an hour, 2 hour day.
When you go to yeshiva high school, college ends up being a joke in terms of schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Boy, does it prepare you for college when you're sitting in school from 8 in the morning until 6 at night or whatever time the high schools close these days. All right, so how do you spend your time? Are you involved in any special projects or, give me some insight into the life of Tani Katz.
I work on some clothing things on the side, and
what does that mean? Your own line?
No, not online.
Should you and I do a big and tall fashion thing? You go ahead. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, all good. Mostly like some in-store stuff and some like working with other brands. So we could say online.
Interesting.
And
so you're an entrepreneur.
Some might say. I wouldn't say.
Elie, would you call him an entrepreneur?
He definitely is an entrepreneur. He's very, very creative.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's got that creative spark, which is very important.
And I noticed that he joins you at a lot of your own business encounters. Like he's...
Yeah. He
goes to some of the meetings you go to.
Well, this summer he actually interned in the office with me.
Wow.
So he went to a lot of different meetings.
That's allowed? Some companies discourage that, you know.
I'm not a big believer, to be honest with you. I hire family members. I'm okay with that. You know, to me, it actually is like you say, I mean, I'm not just hiring my family members. I'm saying I hire other people's family members. I figure, you know, when you come from good stock, the good stock runs throughout the family.
Well, we know about your family, and it's good stock, all right. Did he join you on any of the travel, any of the business trips that you generally take? Because you spend time in a lot of different cities around the world.
Absolutely.
Where were you? In what cities were you with dear old dad?
So we did Vegas.
Convention?
Yeah.
Or meetings? Or both?
Both.
Right.
Yeah, I was a speaker at I believe one of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
What did you do? Prepare on the plane?
I don't prepare on the.
I need to know your secret.
I just sit and I'm ready for action. You know, I mean, I live my business, so I know what to say for the most part.
Right. No, I get that. Where else? Any other travel? Or that was it?
I think we did Florida. There's always like a Nashville or somewhere random in the map, like somewhere mid in the map every year. Yeah.
Well, we
got to show them all the different states, even the square ones.
I get it. What state, or rather, what site did you say we should start with this morning? There's a new website that you wanted to promote to our audience, and which one is that?
We are fortunate to be sitting here in the heart of Teaneck on West Englewood Avenue, Restaurant Row, as many people call it, but I've given it a shopteaneck.com website.
Nice.
And you're part of that shopteaneck.com.
That's correct.
If you go to shopteaneck.com and you look for the NSN logo,
it's there.
It's there, and make sure
we're on the map.
Click on it and visit the entire Nachum Segal network and all the
offerings. Nachum Segal empire is there, one click away.
One click to the empire. I like that.
Why is it that Restaurant Row is on only one side of West Englewood? You can never get a restaurant to open up on, what would this be, the east or west? What side is this?
Technically, it's the north.
This is the north side. So on the south side, you have all the restaurants.
Yes.
And on the north side, you can't get one to open up.
I was trying to do more like the clothing area on the north and the...
So did that happen on purpose? Like, are all the kitchen facilities on the south side?
Yeah, I mean, I had options to build kitchens on this side as well, but
it never worked out.
I felt that I wanted to keep it over there. Although at one point I did want to do a pottery cafe downstairs. Right. We did a Kayla's Gelato downstairs. Right. If all goes well and I introduce you to the individual, we're going to have a fantastic health.
Is that moving forward? Or it's hard to say?
It's hard to say until people actually...
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. They got to make the commitment, and they got to, hey, food business is 24 hours a day, Elie. You know that.
It's
a real commitment.
It's 25 hours a day. That's the crazy thing about the food business. It's just they figure out how to squeeze in an extra hour.
And I'll tell you who I really feel bad for.
Who?
And I assume you could relate to this because I assume some of your businesses have this. The ones that have to be open Saturday night. Because they don't even rest on Shabbos. They're worried about opening up and getting there.
Rushing over.
And is the staff going to show up? And I got to rush over, and everybody wants pizza 15 minutes after Shabbos ends.
Right. So,
it's not easy there, Mr.
Chopsticks, when we first opened, we were open Saturday night.
Right. You gave up on that?
So I made a calculated decision, and this was my decision. There was basically people were coming in Saturday night, stuff from the Cholin, stuff from the Kugel.
Right.
And, they were spending $5-6 on a lunch special or whatever it was. Obviously at Saturday night there wasn't lunch special. It was like a dinner special.
Stuff, right?
And I said, you know what? I'm paying all this money to bring all the chefs over and all the staff, and the sales are not so spectacular. I could probably grow it to be spectacular. But do I want that $10 ticket on a Saturday night, or do I want them coming back to me on a Sunday for the $40 or $50 ticket?
So that's a different cheshbon. Pizza places can't think like that.
So if you look at the Chopsticks menu, it actually says Saturday night, closed, go for pizza. Right. Actually, now we may say closed, go for Chickies, because Chickies used to be open also.
Are they open Saturday?
I think they are.
And what about Fridays? Chopsticks open Fridays or not?
Chopsticks is wall-to-wall Fridays.
Big Shabbos special place.
Who knew that Friday night, we all knew that the Chag is coming up on December 25th for Chinese, right? And we're all preparing for the December 25th Chag for Chinese. But who knew that Friday night was a Chinese food night as well? And they put it in metal tins. You get your soup. It's already...
Oh, and the 25th's a Thursday this year. You'll be inundated.
Oh, boy.
Holy cow. Elie Katz is here. Tani Katz is here. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving, Chopsticks open or closed?
Chopsticks is open.
It is open tomorrow.
Chopsticks is open, and more importantly, tomorrow we have our community Thanksgiving event.
And where does that happen?
Rain on Water Street.
And when did this start? How many years ago did you implement a Thanksgiving program?
Over 12 years ago, we do a Thanksgiving event for emergency service workers, right? They're not with their families. They're with the Teaneck families. So we invite them to come and join us. Seniors, you'd be amazed how many seniors do not have a place to go.
It's a kosher event.
Fully kosher.
Dougie's, Chopsticks, Butterflake. You got amazing sponsors.
Dougie's, Chopsticks, Butterflake, and it's done with, we actually have a gentleman in the kitchen, Shomer Shabbos, who's helping
Watching
the chef. He's cooking. And obviously it's all sealed. So we have veterans, seniors, emergency service workers, and you'd also be amazed how sadly in these times how difficult it is. People that just need a warm meal. Mm-hmm. Especially when we just went through what we went through with the government shutdown and how many families rely on WIC and EBT and
the people that are mentioned, including yourself. These are what? Are these government officials? Are these community people? Who are these folks?
I didn't put any titles on anybody.
Everyone has a role?
Everybody. Well, Dean Kaczynski is a famous Township Teaneck manager who retired about a year and a half ago, and he's always been helpful and active. Jacqueline Hashmat is the current Township manager, and she's doing a spectacular job. I want to tell you how good of a job she's doing. One of the top 3 complaints that we get as government officials are obviously taxes, snow and leaves, and how do I get into the senior facility on East Cedar Lane.
Parking tickets is not among those?
No, it's probably like number 9 or 10, but we tell everybody, obviously, that, once a ticket is written, only the police officer himself, only the judge himself, not even the police officer, can remove it. But with that said, so Teaneck is the darling child in New Jersey. Everybody wants to know how Teaneck does their snow, right? And we do such a spectacular job. I get calls from residents in Bergenfield saying, do you think you can send a plow over? But leaves is another one of those top items that people complain about. And this year, we got ahead of the schedule. And we, told people we're going to be on your block on a Wednesday. We ended up showing up on Monday, Tuesday. We got there early. That's how good of a job our township manager's doing.
Nice.
Gets there early. In fact, I'm told that the snowstorm that's coming in the next couple of days, she already took care of it.
I was wondering if you had heard about it.
I heard about it.
I heard this morning. I know. A November snowstorm. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Remember 2010? Do you remember the end of 2010? Where it snowed in November and there was snow on the ground till April?
Yeah.
It was crazy. New Year's weekend was like 2 feet of snow. That was crazy. That was the end of it. That was really the last time that we were inundated by terrible snow. The end of 2010, early 2011. And I'm hoping we don't replicate that this winter. I hope
as well.
And if we do, we'll blame you. You get blamed for everything else.
Tani and I are set to go to Atlanta on Saturday night.
No snow there. Although when I was in Atlanta in December one year, there was a threat of snow and there was a mist that fell in the early morning. They canceled school.
I was with my wife in Yerushalayim many years ago, and there was like a dust of snow, and the whole city shut down.
So I was in Yerushalayim December of 2013 for the blizzard.
Right.
And you'll find it funny. The people in the hotel took a water garden hose and started hosing this. I said, do you guys realize what that water is going to turn into in a few minutes? They had no idea how to deal with it. And then the funniest part was I was near Davidka on that Sunday morning when there was still 5-6 inches on the ground, and somebody was trying to get their car out. And I said to them in Hebrew, I said, would you let me do it? I said, I've done this a million times. I'll show you how to get it. And I took out the car.
If somebody had a newspaper, all you have to do is shove it under.
Exactly, or a good shovel, which basically nobody has unless you live in that front and you're able to plan ahead. All right, so all these folks that some of you mentioned, some you didn't mention, are all part of this. It happens on Thanksgiving tomorrow at Rain on Water Street in Teaneck, New Jersey. It starts at 11 a.m., and your goal is simply to provide a good, hot, warm meal for everybody
and we're looking for volunteers. And what we always say, and this really makes a lot of people feel comfortable, is that our volunteers are there to participate, and part of their participation is sit down and eat. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, like nobody wants to be the person who needs a meal and standing there going, okay, can you want to give them their dignity. So part of giving them their dignity is we eat as a community, we talk as a community, we laugh as a community, and Tani is going to be the DJ for like the 10th year in a row, minus the year that he was in Reshut, where he gave it to his 12-year-old sister to do.
Now, when did we discover that Tani has the ability to be an effective DJ? When did we discover this and toss you into the limelight on Thanksgiving Day?
I tested my waters doing like a couple bar mitzvahs, like the classic, like Coke and Pepsi, like on the mic.
And it worked well, huh?
Mixed results.
Interesting. And now you're a seasoned veteran when it comes to DJ.
Yes. Now once a year I get my time.
And what will be prominent on the playlist tomorrow? Are there any Thanksgiving or USA tunes that might seep into your playlist tomorrow to really give it a flavor of the day?
Yeah, I might keep it patriotic.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sometimes I'll sneak in like a little Jewish music.
Wow.
And the veterans will like it.
Like a Todah song or something. After all, it is. Yeah, it is a day to give thanks, isn't it, for everybody? It is. And by the way, and we should mention that the event tomorrow is co-sponsored by American Legion 128 and Teaneck Veterans for Foreign Wars 1429.
That's my friend Lenny Hennig, who's actually unfortunately recovering right now. But his son Mike Hennig he's recovering in a rehab facility. He had some type of problems with his legs. But his son Mike Hennig is our chef in the kitchen.
And I got to tell you something, Elie. Yeah. And this is one of the reasons I think this conversation is so important, and I'm sure it's shocking some of the folks that are in this audience. You're going to be sitting there tomorrow with a completely mixed crowd. People from the Orthodox community, people from the general Jewish community, people from the secular community, people from the general Teaneck and Bergen County community. And I've noticed this since I moved here, and everyone realizes again that I'm here since the fire took out my studio in Manhattan. I'm splitting my time between Teaneck and New York City since then. So I've gotten used to this place, and it is amazing to see the brotherhood and camaraderie between so many different communities here. And I think and people may think I'm exaggerating, but if you come from, areas that the Jewish community is generally used to, it doesn't usually work that way.
I think you nailed it on the head, and that's why it's really a unity Thanksgiving event. You really have everybody, all your neighbors from all four corners of the town coming together, enjoying just a warm meal, sitting together. People bring board games. People are singing. People tell Tani, change the music to this and change the music to that. Lower the music depending upon your age group. Takes a lot of requests all day.
I would imagine
it's not an easy job for him.
It's true.
But the most beautiful part is when you see the pictures, when you come there live and you see the energy. And by the way, we're going to be raising. We need non-perishables for Never Alone Again. Resource center. It's a resource center that's around the corner.
So and you'd like people to actually bring items?
Yes, bring some items. Bring some. We're collecting feminine products, shampoo, body wash for this pantry, and the people in need.
And that serves everyone in the community?
That serves everyone.
What's interesting, by the way, and again, I hope I'm not exaggerating when I say this. When the protests were going on and people weren't very happy with Israel and all the stuff that was happening in Bergen County and so many other counties in this country at that time, there were those who said that the agitators are being bussed in from other places. Here, it was easy to believe that because I see the way people generally get along here, even when they disagree on stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that you've been part of this effort to really make sure that the core part of the communities, feel like they're part of a community.
And I think it's because of events like this. We don't wait for the bad days.
You don't wait for conflict.
So on sunny days, we understand each other. We know each other. We have, if there's an issue, then we can sit down and talk to each other. And I think that's what has made Teaneck so special, that we're so proactive with the multicultural and getting together and the
It's
events.
not perfect, but I think you do a really good job.
Nothing's perfect, but there's communication. I want to tell you, I have an unbelievable relationship with the Muslim community. I mean,
Correct.
Teaneck used to have a Muslim mayor.
Right.
He served 3 terms. I was his campaign manager all 3 terms. As far as when I was in the hospital last year, the leadership of the mosque, they called me to check on me several times. They were the first ones to come to visit me the day after I got out of the hospital, brought me a beautiful plant. I mean, this is really what Teaneck, and this is really what humanity is about. So
it's doable. You make the effort. It's doable.
It's
folks.
doable. Exactly. You make the effort. That's what.
And if you're dealing with people who are sincere to make it happen, also,
correct.
You have good partners in this.
Open-minded, recognizing
tolerant,
that
respectful.
we're all children of God, no matter who you are, where you are, and you just have to treat each other with respect. The basic principles, and that's what's so beautiful about this event tomorrow. And that's why I encourage everybody, if you can hear me, and tell your friends and tell your neighbors to come out.
National Retail Solutions are doing all right?
National Retail Solutions, we're doing great. We're the number 1 point-of-sale register for the independent convenient liquor tobacco shop. We do credit card processing.
That's for the whole country?
For the whole country. So thank goodness they're doing great. Cash advance, payroll, and just an amazing.
How many years have you been involved with that whole thing?
10 years. I started it 10 years ago. It's under IDT, the Jonas family, who's one of the most, you want to talk about humanity and the most spectacular individuals that are out there. The Jonases, I shouldn't say this, but I'll say it because they're probably not listening right now, but I always wondered when I go onto these synagogue plaques and I look at them and I'm like, anonymous gave. Who's anonymous? I never met this person anonymous. But after meeting the Jonases, I found out who Anonymous is. They are the most giving people, the most good-hearted
And they
people.
do so mostly anonymous?
They do so, unless people think that they want to let me, Mr. Jonas, let me put your name in. They're not into that. They don't run for credit. They just like to help.
All quietly.
And I don't know if you know this, but they started, they had a yeshiva at IDT.
Right.
This year, with a partnership with Heichal Torah, they created a...
Shout out to Rabbi Steckler.
Rabbi Steckler.
I'm a big Rabbi Steckler fan.
Oh, yeah. And Shimmy Katz, who's the chief operating officer of Heichal, does a fantastic job. We kind of know him.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, my father's pretty active as well on Heichal.
What?
But yeah, Rabbi Steckler's...
Your father's a Jewish community legend. I didn't realize he was on the
I'm
front.
honored to be his son. Honestly, I feel if I was at 10% as good as he, I'd be very happy.
What do you think of Grandpa?
Oh, he's the greatest.
What do you call him?
I call him Zadie.
Zadie?
Yeah, he's the best. He's literally...
Zadie cares about people a lot.
Yeah, he gets people better than people.
It's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. And he built the mikveh in Teaneck, the first mikveh in Teaneck. Before that, we had to all go to Washington Heights. So, and he used to take me every single morning to the job site. I was probably about 6 at the time, every day to check on it. And when they came to pouring the cement, they called me up and they said, we want Elie Katz to put his fingers in it. He's been here every day. Usually I've got to do that at night. Right. Here I got an invitation. And I'll tell you one more Elie Katz is that I don't know about the current, because the current mikveh has been all, renovated. But it's, for the Kalim mikveh, it's like a 15 or 20 foot drop to go to below. Right. So when they saw Elie Katz at the job site every single day, they said we need to put in some type of protection, a safeguard. A safeguard. So about 3 feet in, they put in a plastic plate with a hole in it, specific so that for the Elie Katzes of the world, they don't go falling into.
Because that has happened. Not to you, I'm sure, but it has happened.
It's happened.
There have been Kalim mikveh disasters.
Kalim mikveh problems. Yes.
Anyway, so that's the story. tomorrow, Thanksgiving in Teaneck. The location is 399 Water Street. If you want to be involved as a volunteer, if you know somebody who would appreciate a warm kosher meal, who generally doesn't get one, starts at 11 a.m. Any information, contact Elie Katz and go to, I'm sure they can reach you through their website, the Shop Teaneck website, right?
ShopTeaneck.com. They should go and come to West Englewood Avenue. Enjoy the wonderful, all the amazing restaurants here.
What's Tani's favorite item at Chopsticks? Do you have one or not?
Honestly, it changes, but consistency, probably the egg roll. Just the chicken egg roll.
Chicken egg roll is very good.
People don't know about the chicken egg roll.
Does Tani know about Bardak? Have you ever been to the Bardak restaurant in Jerusalem?
We were just there.
What do you think?
I love it.
I gave it a 10 out of 10. Was that too generous on my part? You also gave it a 10.
I was taught at a young age you can't give anything a 10.
And this is the exception, huh?
Yeah, this is the one exception. But no, it's great. It's amazing. They are really creative.
They're very creative, great menu, a fun menu, and a really good atmosphere. I mean, that corner of Jerusalem is fantastic.
Yeah.
The Katzes and the Segals highly recommending Bardak.
If you're
you know people going for Thanksgiving to Israel. You know people going for the end of year to Israel. You know people going in January to Israel. You know people are going in February vacation to Israel.
If you went to Israel and did not visit Bardak,
you made a big mistake.
You made a big mistake.
You made a 6,000-mile mistake.
Go back. Go back.
Turn the plane around.
Yeah, exactly. So, yes, you have to, I say that all the time. You have to absolutely go to Bardak if you're going to Israel. I mean, listen, put the Kotel on that list as well.
You think so? It's important. It's good to go to that area.
Put the Kotel on that list for sure.
Tani, any other recommendations, or that's it? That's it for your Erev Thanksgiving appearance.
In Israel or in general?
General, anything else you want to tell the audience? This is your chance. Because, in 60 seconds, we're back to regular programming, if you know what I mean.
Just make sure you're there at Rain tomorrow. It's going to be amazing, very special. And hopefully they throw the football game, bring everyone together.
Very nice. And the chances of Zadie showing up tomorrow, is there a chance? Or
I think he'll be there, yeah.
You'll issue an invitation later on today? You'll check in with him?
He'll have an escort there.
He'll have people heading over there with him?
Yeah.
He's got a posse?
Exactly.
Is that what he's got?
Yep.
Elie never thought he'd be the son of somebody with a posse.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, gentlemen. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Nachum. Thank you for having us.
I appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Nachum.
My pleasure. And best regards to the entire Katz family. From America's one and only Jewish Moments in the Morning radio program. Heard on listener-sponsored digital radio. Around the world, the web at NachumSegal.com and the Nachum Segal Network. And, of course, in the beloved NSN app.